Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Reese?
Holly, thank you. And the Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Sellers to throw. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. This offense has it with really good field position. Arch Madness. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Here we go. Ready. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. Taken down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Third and long right here. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man across the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. On the option, it's Russell. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Clark. Dragged down.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice.
Going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Sellers fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this 1st quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Again, it's Sellers. Under pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snags it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, South Carolina! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute.
They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On the run, it's Clark. Knocked down immediately.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. The defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Sellers through the noise. Throws to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
To throw, Manning. Out wide right, it's Henderson. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. It's a seam wide open. All the way. Touchdown, Longhorn.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Here's Sellers to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Sellers. He'll get rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Here's Arch to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Flips it out in the flat. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Gets open down the middle. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Manning from the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down.
Oh, the fake, the up end looking for room. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
Sellers fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Upstairs to make the catch. Running free. Touchdown, Longhorn. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. and no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds his man in the middle. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
That's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
2nd and long here. From the gun, it's Clark.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. A run for the quarterback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run, and a lot of receivers for the deep trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Defense got it, they're on the run. He can't corral the pitch, the ball's on the ground.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rolls right, lets it fly. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hits inside, it's Clark. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get...
Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks! His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season. The extra point is blocked. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Manning to throw. Almost picked off.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Fleming. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Hart's going to spin it again. Complete. Powers through. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Throwing Manning. Right side, it's Coleman. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Henderson. Touchdown, Texas! Back and forth they go as these two high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing Sellers. They're all over him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's McAllister. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
On the draw, it's Clark. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Manning. Quick the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Back to throw, it's Russell. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Rushes on. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3, and defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Arch Madness. Out wide right, it's Henderson. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game. And I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Southern Mississippi, taking on the number 24 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Golden Eagles, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first.
Can't hang on, he muffs it. From inside the 15, here's the return. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Hits the hole. It's Henderson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Got him right there.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
3rd and long coming up. Dumps it to the back. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Right side, it's Coleman. And they get him down short of the first down marker.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got to have confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on.
Hits the afterburners. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Sellers. Still looking to his right. Out wide right, it's Tuggle. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living with these people.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Man, if he could have stayed alive just a second longer, he might have had a big play.
And what a great job making the first guy miss and staying on your feet, staying powerful, but he just couldn't stay alive and continue to evade people. I'll tell you what, I might do a better job protecting him next time.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the defense wins that battle, and not surprisingly, they're paying attention. Like, you kind of want to peep over there when the guy already has 3 touchdowns on the day. They're in tune. They know where the football's going. Nice job playing better coverage on a guy that, quite honestly, has dominated this football game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. To throw, Manning. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Defense in press coverage. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Working that left side now. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
He's got the back in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Keelan Russell. Tight end finds a soft spot.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Finds a tight end. Hard running there. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw on 1st. Rush right in his face. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Throwing Russell. Stepping to the right. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Option look, it's Russell. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Still looking. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Fires into traffic, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. On the draw, it's Clark. Turning it on. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Throwing, Sellers. Right side, it's Tuggle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the timing just a hair off.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Pulls it in. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the middle. Left side is Clark. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Going to the run, it's Clark. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we're tied up in the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here's Arch to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Henderson. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He's going to run it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. Churns into the pile. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Lockett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Burrowing for yardage. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Russell. Under pressure. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Smothers. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. I can't think of one single explanation that would suffice for taking a delay of game penalty there. 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And he got it! And they go back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Going to try to get it himself. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. Right side, it's Sellers. Snowed under by the defense. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. He'll take it himself. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Sellers throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch, in a big moment, when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Buying time to his right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick give. It's Clark. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Pulls it in.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Throwing, Sellers. Left side, it's McAllister. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break. As soon as his hand separates from the football, he does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Got him. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And I'm curious if that shot right there to the end zone was the offense's way of being aggressive. And now they take the field goal because a field goal ties this thing up. Big decision for this offense upcoming. Do I take the field goal, the guaranteed tie, or do I keep the gas pedal to the floor and be aggressive?
4th down, Sellers. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Using his legs, it Smothers. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.